Minecraft has a special place in many of our hearts. It was the first game that made us think creatively. We saw the simple beauty in nature. We built, fought, and learned together. It was special. But who cares? Obviously, the laws of physics are different in a fantasy world. But how different? Well, for starters, there is no gravitational acceleration. This is seen when Tony does not increase in velocity as he is falling. So this means all of the things we wanted to explore from the physics perspective are off the table. Unless we just imagine that the Minecraft overworld was Earth. Bear with me here. So, our first idea was to mathematically calculate the amount of weight that Steve is currently carrying in this clip. So, Steve has a shulker boxes in his inventory. They are portable boxes that you can fill and carry around. These boxes are filled to the brim with netherite blocks. The netherite are 1 cubic meter altogether. In the Minecraft wiki, netherite has the same density as tungsten and is compared to the metal a lot. So if we say that the two metals are equivalent in weight, 1 cubic meter of netherite is 19,280 kilograms. Steve is currently carrying that number of kilograms. This is not including the armor and shield. The armor altogether weighs that much kilograms. We'll say that the shield weighs 15 kilograms. This weight is commonly observed in medieval shields. Altogether, Steve is carrying that much kilograms of mass. If we apply the gravitational constant of the Earth, the force Steve is generating to even stand, let alone run and jump around, is that many newtons. We'll round that to 12 billion newtons of normal force Steve's body is generating in order to stand. Next, let's see how much force Steve generates when he punches. Before we start calculating that number using the impulse equation, I need to explain how distance is measured in Minecraft. Each block is 1 meter in length. As you can see, the sheep was displaced 2 meters. Now, let's start with our givens. We know that an average adult sheep weighs around 100 kilograms. The displacement is 2 meters. The time is exactly 1 second. So the velocity of the sheep traveling is at 2 meters per second. The sheep was motionless in the beginning, so the initial velocity is 0 meters per second. So the change in velocity is 2 meters per second. Using this formula, it is revealed that the force Steve punches with is 200 newtons. This number is abnormally low for how far the sheep is launched. This is another example of how goofy the laws of physics are in Minecraft. Finally, let's calculate how much force is acting on Steve in a TNT cannon. A TNT cannon uses explosive to launch him in the air. To begin, according to the wiki, Steve is 553 pounds or 342 kilograms. In this clip, he travels 14 meters in 10 frames. That's 14 meters in 1/3 of a second. He is traveling at a ridiculous 52 meters per second. If we use the impulse equation again, in order for a 342 kilogram man to fly 52 meters per second into the air, we need to calculate the acceleration from a kinematic equation. The first equation will work. After plugging in all the numbers, this gives us 156 meters per second. And using the impulse equation, the amount of force generated is 53,352 newtons. We can round that to 53,000 newtons.